Yeah, now get back in your car and do your job, okay? That's the agreement, is we pay the taxes and you do the job.
We are doing our job, sir.
Don't walk up on me.
I have every right to. This is
No,
public
you
land.
need to keep your space.
Which I do
If
not,
I
sir.
walk up on you, you'd handcuff me, right?
I have every right to.
Don't walk up on
well,
me.
You can step back on
Look
the
at him
public
trying to
sidewalk.
intimidate me, guys.
You can I help you?
Yeah, cheeseburger and fries, please. Now get in your car.
Let's get away from the patrol vehicles.
What's the equity for? What do you need the equity for? You have a traffic stop up here. So
this vehicle's unsecure.
no,
and
according
you can go away
to
on the public sidewalk,
according
sir.
to the Supreme Court, you must have a reasonable equity.
right here.
I didn't go to law school for nothing.
On February 17th, 2024, Social Informed Media was doing some cop watching in Rialto, California. Social Informed Media has been around for a long time. He covers videos and news stories, and when he can, he gets out in the field to get his hands dirty. But I don't think he was ever expecting to roll up on a tyrant this uneducated and this crazy. Turns out that cop's 6 weeks of training didn't stand a chance against Social Informed Media and his law school degree. Let's take a look.
2 Rialto cops here. I think he's talking to somebody in the back of the car. Yeah, he is.
Now keep an eye on what's about to happen. This cop is going to do what every cop does the moment they see a camera and they realize someone's holding them accountable. They try and vilify the camera person.
Yep, somebody's in the back of the car. Where's this cop going?
Yeah, I'm okay, thank you.
One of us will wait here until
It's okay, thank
there's
you.
strange people that hang out in fields and film you.
There's several things wrong with this cop's approach and statements. Number one, the cop says he's going to stay there to take care of them. This comment insinuates that the cameraman presents a clear and present danger to them. Secondly, he's pushing the agenda that he's just super brave. And lastly, he states that there's strange people that stand in fields and film you, as if this police officer is the arbiter of where someone's free speech does and does not apply. So if I'm filming from a sidewalk, I'm completely normal. If I'm filming from a field, I'm weird. For further examples, just ask a local cop. His 6 weeks of training will be priceless when explaining to you your constitutional rights and where they do and don't apply. Well, let me tell you what's weird. Asking people you've never met for their personal information, including their social security numbers and date of birth. Hiding on the side of the road in unmarked cars, so you can engage in road piracy, generate revenue, and steal from good, decent, hardworking people. And having a bulletproof vest, an AR-15, a sidearm, and bear spray, and still being a super coward. That's weird.
Yeah, there's strange cops too. Beat people up, handcuffs.
I think the guy standing in a field, peacefully engaging in his First Amendment right, is far less weird and dangerous than some mentally unstable, loose cannon cop. At least in this field there's no trees, which means there's no acorns. And if there's no acorns, no one's getting mag dumped on. Emptying a mag into your own patrol vehicle at someone who's completely and totally subdued, then crawling on the ground screaming you're hit, all because of an acorn? Well, officer, that's weird.
Can I help you?
Yeah, cheeseburger and fries, please.
Okay, well this is private property, sir.
Right, but it's not police property. So when the owner calls you and says, I would like him to leave, then that's when you conduct a
Actually,
trespass.
I believe this is on a trespass agreement, so
Okay, well, I'll go over here by your car. How about that?
wonderful.
Yeah, now get back in your car and do your job, okay? That's the agreement, is we pay the taxes and you do the job.
We are doing our job, sir.
Don't walk up on me.
I have every right to. This is
No,
public
you
land.
need to keep your space.
Which I do
If
not.
I
sir.
walk up on you, you'd handcuff me,
I
right?
have every right to.
Don't
Well,
walk up on
well,
me.
You can step back on
Look
the
at him
public
trying to
sidewalk.
intimidate me,
You
guys.
can step back on the public sidewalk.
This is a thoroughway for pedestrians.
Well, then walk through. But right now we're
I'm
on a
not
traffic
walking
stop, sir.
through.
So go and step back, sir. Step
Oh, I'm
away
right
from the
here.
patrol vehicles. Thank you.
Now get in your car.
Let's get away from the patrol vehicles.
What's the equity for? What do you need the equity for? You have a traffic stop up here. So
this vehicle's unsecured.
no,
and you
according
can go
to
in the public sidewalk,
according
sir.
to the Supreme Court, you must have a reasonable equity.
Right here. Not a problem.
What's your equity? Why do you need the equity
Look at this
for?
guy right here.
Social informed media is talking about police equity, but what exactly does that mean? Equity in policing is the quality of being fair and impartial, and includes equality of opportunity for all. The Center for Policing Equity's goal is to make policing less racist, less deadly, and less omnipresent. The objectively reasonable standard establishes that the use and level of force must be based on the individual officer's evaluation of the situation. This means the officer's actions must be weighed against the rights of the subject in light of the circumstances surrounding the event. Social informed media is asking this officer what guidelines engaging he's using to restrict the photographer's rights. And the one thing the officer can't argue is that he's doing it to protect any citizens. In fact, the Supreme Court has ruled that that's not the police's job at all. In fact, the Supreme Court stated that police agencies are not obligated to protect citizens. The court has also ruled that police have no constitutional duty to protect individuals. The court has ruled that the government and its agents have no general duty to provide public services, such as police protection, to any individual citizen. Police are within their rights to choose when to intervene or to protect. Imagine all the money that's been spent plastering to protect and serve over each and every police vehicle. That's just to make you feel all warm and fuzzy inside, and to make sure you're conditioned to lick those boots and keep them sparkly clean.
It's fine.
That's according to the Supreme Court. You have to justify the equity of the distance. The traffic stop's way up
Do you
there.
understand how ridiculous you're being right now?
No, I'm not.
You're telling us to do
I'm
our
not being ridiculous.
You're
I'm
telling us to do our
educating you.
job when literally-
I'm
you're telling us to do
educating
our
you.
job when literally that is exactly what we're doing.
No, you're not. You're out here because there's a camera that comes up. That's why you said, oh, strange people in the field, because you don't like cameras.
Because we
I'm
have
sorry
cameras.
that you don't
This
like
one's on
people
too.
recording you
I
while
have
you're
no
on the
problem with that at
job.
all.
Then you would have stayed in your car if
I
you
would
didn't have a
just
problem
more
with
so
it.
appreciate people having an understanding that we're not making false statements, especially if you are on camera, and I'd be happy to share that.
You did make a
Where-
false statement.
Well, no, absolutely not at all. This is private property, sir.
Okay, but it's
And-
not
and
your property.
Well, we are the police officers, and as police officers in the state of California.
No,
and
I
when
know how the
properties-
trespass law works.
Well,
The
I'm
owner
explaining
or
to you.
the property must say, I would like him to leave.
is
I don't
not-
see any owners out here.
Sir, right here, these signs are posted
So,
right here.
okay, but that's not,
These signs.
right, but that sign isn't the owner,
This sign right here
okay?
means that this is part of the trespass program through the city of Rialto.
Okay, well, why don't you do the
That
police
means that we have
program
a sign.
and get back in your
That
car?
means we have a signed contractual agreement with the property owners that if somebody is on here, they can be subject to arrest.
Okay, well, I'm on the
The
sidewalk now,
confusing
so I'm
part
not
is the fact
trespassing.
that you're not going to jail, but in fact, rather
Because
we're
I'm not
just really
trespassing.
educating you.
No, I'm
that's
educating
100%
you.
educating.
On the fact
I-
that I'm allowed to record. Penal Code 148G says photography and videography alone cannot be deemed a suspicious activity.
I did not.
Yet you
I-
call me a suspicious character in the field.
Yes, and that's when there's going to be a female that's going to be outside.
Okay, but 148G says videography cannot be a suspicious activity by itself.
I never said that was.
You did. You said, look at the strange person, which is another word of suspicious.
Actually, officer, yes, it is. Strange, unusual, different from what is usual, ordinary, or expected. For example, a strange sound, a strange person, or a strange remark to make. Unfamiliar, not known, seen, or experienced before. This cop's ego just won't let him take the L and walk away. He can't admit he's wrong and he can't back down. He's so pathetic at this point, he's trying to mince words and definitions. And even in that, he's wrong. Seems like the talent pool for the Rialto Police Department is ankles deep, super shallow at best.
So what you did basically was you violated Penal Code 148G.
If you read our our police cars.
And then when you walk up in my face like that, it could be construed as a Bain Act violation because you're using intimidation tactic to interfere with my First Amendment rights.
He has no idea what he's talking about. And that's the cop with 6 weeks of training talking to the guy that went to law school. Cop logic strikes again.
So see, you're not messing with a guy who doesn't know the law. I'm a little more educated than you just might think.
And then should we go to jail for what you filmed earlier? We could do that if you would like.
No, because the trespass law states if you say come onto the sidewalk and we leave, then that's it. We're no longer trespassing. See, now you're looking for a reason to arrest me because I'm recording you on camera. That's how it works, and that's the reason that I'm out here. Hold on a minute, Sergeant. That's the reason that I'm out here, is to record you guys, to educate you on the fact that, look, the camera is not your enemy. The camera can be your friend if you would like it to be.
About that, you wouldn't be confrontational and challenging.
I'm not
Because
confrontational.
when you say we're not out here doing our job, you know what I
Well,
would
you're not right now. You're over here
I would appreciate
upset
not
with a
having
guy
fake news.
who's
I would
just
not.
trying to record the police
Because
for
what I would
accountability
like to document,
purposes.
and what you should be document, if you actually, that is your belief.
And this is the end of the cop formula. And the cop formula is this. It starts with a police officer trying to use his words to intimidate you. When that doesn't work, he gets up in your face and tries to physically intimidate you. Then he quotes law that doesn't even exist, and when you call him on it, instead of just admitting he doesn't know, he'll double and then triple down, literally making it up as he goes along. When that doesn't work, the cop will tell you what you should actually be filming instead of him. And at the very end of it, he'll just internally combust and have a mental breakdown because, well, with his gun and his badge, his taser and his vest, he's super vulnerable, and you're just a bully. No matter how you add up the cop formula, it always equals a cop being an idiot.
Is the understanding that a vehicle that was doing over twice the speed limit with somebody that's almost twice the legal limit to drive a motor vehicle is in custody today.
Okay, and then you
So
say,
that
oh,
would
look at
be
the
a-
strange
We
camera.
have a female that we're going to leave. And if
Okay.
you wanted to appropriately document, you would. If you wanted to be
I am.
confrontational, you are. And
No, you're the
by all
one that
means,
got, you're
you
the
have
one that got
First
out of the
Amendment
car,
right to-
Sergeant.
because, sir, you
You're
have
the
private
one that
property.
walked over
Film
here.
that, please. Why would you
No,
not film that?
that has nothing to do with the sign.
that,
You got
100%.
mad
Okay.
because I said, yeah, strange cops punch people that are handcuffed.
You have a
That
wonderful day,
upset
sir.
you.
It does
I'm
not bother me.
sorry it upset
It does
you,
not bother me
okay?
at all.
Then why did you get out of the car and approach me when I said
You're
it?
trespassing.
That you didn't say that. You said strange people hang out in fields.
Told that to her.
You didn't get out of the car until I said strange cops punch people. Then you got out of the car because you were offended.
And there's the famous and beloved walk of shame. But that's not even the best part of this video. Cop 1 gets owned, decimated, and destroyed by an educated journalist that went to law school. And then in front of cop number 1 comes cop number 2, who's going to compliment the journalist and tell him that he loves his channel. One thing's for certain, cop number 1 is going home butthurt tonight.
I'm sorry you got offended, Sergeant. So this officer does. How you doing tonight, officer?
How you doing?
Hey, how you doing? No, it's not. She's gonna get in. They're gonna give her a ride home, I guess. That's good.
Him, right there, recording. Yes, yes,
Hi man, have a good one.
You too. See, this one's a lot nicer than
I
this.
like your channel, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Tell the sergeant that he should be a little bit more nicer. We're not his enemy. We're your friend. You too, man. All right, guys. See, he was a little nicer than the sergeant. So the sergeant's taking somebody to jail, it looks like. We're gonna go ahead and cross. But look at that. He hates the camera, man. He is so upset that I'm recording him. He can't stand it, man. Dude, it's just a camera. It's just a camera, man. It's just a camera. Yeah, see, he was trying to goad me, but he found out he was talking to somebody a little bit more educated than he thought.
To be a fly on the wall in the locker room when both these cops get back to the PD. Tyrant cop who has no idea the law and is violating citizens' rights is going to walk up to the other cop that was respectful and give him an earful, telling him that he should have backed the thin blue line. How dare you do your job and act courteous to a citizen when I was just violating his rights? Next time, partner, if you see me yelling at somebody, you tase them. If you see me tasing them, you shoot them. If you see me shoot them, well, you throw me a party. This cop should have never even gotten into it with social informed media, because when it comes to law, this cop was punching way over his weight class. Check out Social Informed Media. His original video and channel link will be in the description of this one. He's a boss. He's been around for years, and when he's not covering other people's videos, he's in the field. And I know he could use your support, so head over there, tell him Accountability for All sent you. And until next time, that's the reason I stopped you today.